live on YouTube. Yeah. Yes, yes. All right, we are live on YouTube. Hmm. Well, hey, Coach J-Rom, how you doing? Michael Portnoy. Yeah, I read your messages, bro. I'm not going to read them out loud because here's the thing. I don't know, who to trust and not to trust. I don't know if you're just somebody pretending from the other side. Um, and I didn't even really want to talk about this today. But if you are actually a good person and you've been a part of some drama groups or this one particular drama group and you're not happy about it, I totally understand that. And if you're looking for some more uplifting content and a better community to join, that's not going to force you to do anything, not going to force you to donate, not going to force you on a drama panel and intentionally trigger you to create fake instigated drama to sell to the rest of the audience. And then once they're done with you on the panel, they will have you go back in the audience and donate to the show that you were just intentionally triggered on. It's just one big shit show, right? Stephanie, how you doing? Yeah, I saw you here the other day. I have a feeling that you're the GLM lady. Is that you on a stock account trying to not get banned? Be honest with me. If not, Stephanie, tell me a little bit more about you. This is the perfect topic here today for many people that, they get rejected and then they become obsessed. There are a lot of people that are obsessed with continuing to come back to this channel once they get removed. Rejection creates obsession or breeds obsession. That's the topic of today's show, and I'll get to that in just a little bit. But before we get to all of that, I hope you're all having a great day. I certainly am. It's about 68 degrees out here in Redwood City. It's a beautiful day for a walk right by the water. I couldn't ask for anything better or any better environment right now for this walk. I'll be doing the entire walk today. Unlike yesterday, I had to cut my walk to 3 miles instead of 4, like I typically do. And that's because I had a nice time with my lady last night. Oh my gosh, they fixed it. The workers are out here. They fixed it. Wow, they put a new lock on or new handle on this door. We got a lot of workers out here. And it looks like they are pulling the weeds or something. I don't know, is this some kind of work program? These are not official like city workers or county workers. These are just everyday people. Maybe they're in a work program, which would be great. Give me a second. There's just a bunch of people passing by right now. Let's see. Michael, RJ said good things about you. Well, here's the thing. RJ Sandifer is I'd still consider him a friend. He's a blind YouTuber out here that I've known for about 4 years, stemming back to my former channel I used to run. I've been running this channel for a little over 3 years. Before that, I had another channel I ran for almost 2 years, and then I took a 3-month break, shut down the former channel, took a 3-month break, and then I came back to run this channel. I've been running this for over 3 years now, 2 years of it being monetized with no issues. Unlike these other drama channels that have tons of monetization issues because they just don't follow the YouTube terms of service, the community guidelines, the monetization policies, etc. And, I'm nothing bad to say about RJ. I think he's a good guy. The problem is, and it's not even a problem, it's just who he is. I accept him for him. He's a blind YouTuber, which it's unfortunate, and have a lot of love for him. But as a blind YouTuber, he has a great voice and he runs some great shows. But what happens is he keeps on getting sucked into drama. And the other side continues to get him to, go back and forth. They call it flip-flopping. I'm not going to be rude and call it that. They, like to say he goes back and forth between the good side and the bad side. So let's say I'm the good side, they're the bad side, right? He goes back and forth because he has Asperger's, also a form of autism. And autistic people, if you don't know what autism is, folks, I'm sure you've heard of it, but maybe you don't know how it affects people that do have autism. Autistic people have difficulty understanding certain social cues. So it is very easy for these drama people that are creating fake instigated content, they're being paid to create fake instigated content to continue manipulating RJ back and forth. And they've nicknamed him Flip-Flopper of the Century and other stupid shit like that, right? And it's just really, really, really pathetic, right? Because he's not really a flip-flopper. He's not. The bottom line is these people, especially that one guy you mentioned in the chat, sir, I'm just going to call him the mid-30s millennial guy, right? The mid-30s guy. I don't like to say his name or his group. I don't want to give them any notoriety. Okay? He's the one that intentionally triggers people and instigates all this stuff in a fake way. And to these people that he instigates it towards, they believe it to be real, like a real attack. So they go and defend themselves. And all this guy does, the mid-30s guy, is create content out of every little thing that he initially instigates in a fake way. Now, I understand there are going to be a lot of people coming to my channel in spite of recent streams I've done, and in spite of many longtime people that used to support the mid-30s guy and his group over there, leaving that group or being removed from that group, and then, coming here looking for a place to call home or looking to connect with someone that had the absolute worst dealing with that group and still kind of does over the past 5 years between my former channel I used to run, like I mentioned a bit ago, and this channel here. I'm impressed with all your content. It's very insightful. Well, Michael, what do you specifically like of content? Can you give me some specifics about topics I've discussed that you like? What is it about those topics? Even if it's topics that have helped you better understand this drama group that you apparently found out about me through. Okay, no problem. All right. But let me know about that. And I'm going to have to go off the air for a second and reset my chat, because every so often I think the chat just freezes on YouTube mobile. It's not my phone. It's not the reception. It's just the app. Let me see if I can switch over to live chat. See, here's the thing. Now I can't even see my chat at all. Yeah, for some reason it freezes. I'll be right back. Let me see here. Michael's, okay, I already read that. RJ, or sorry, Coach Eli says, I hear 30s guy's arms are tied from the reaching he's doing. LOL, sorry, bro, I'm here. And J-Rom, I appreciate the email you sent me. I think it was like early this morning. You're Eastern time, so it was like, I think 7 a.m. your time. I got it at 4 a.m. I actually got up about 5:30 a.m. this morning. I did take a little power nap before this stream, But I just was feeling really good after my date with my lady last night. I'll get more into that in a little bit. But yeah, I sent you a pretty lengthy response. I appreciate what you said. I'm not going to mention anything about what you said in your email. I'll respond to things you ask here, and share things that weren't pertinent to your original email, or things that would get you in trouble. And here's the thing: I don't think you even said anything that would get you in trouble, but I respect your wishes, sir. I'm not like the mid-30s guy that makes content out of every little thing. Every phone call he has, he records it. Even if it's a private phone call, he records it, puts it publicly. The guy creates content. I mean, I could tell you this. I could go and call in while I'm taking a shit, right? I know that sounds kind of nasty. I apologize for the unprofessionalism there, but I could call this guy while I'm taking a shit, and he could hear it coming out of my what, and he would actually record that and put it on a live stream. Hey, Firewolf Studios, did you change your channel name? How you doing, bro? Long time no see, bro. What's been going on? Did you ever get married to your lady, or what happened with that, bro? It's nice to see you here. It's nice to see some people coming back. I missed all of you. I love all of you. And I think you all finally really understand what really happened with these drama groups, especially the mid-30s guy. As more and more people are beginning to really understand what's happening, right? And even J-Rom was saying, I used to think you were nuts. And I hate to admit this, but I think you're right about everything you're saying. I just don't have any proof. Brother, J-Rom, you and I don't have time for all this shit. I got proof up the ass, right? I've got, so many external hard drives, 3 terabyte, 5 terabyte, 8 terabyte, and 10 terabyte, and 2 terabytes on my laptop. I've got all the proof. There's a website that I created that may still be up live regarding the mid-30s and early 40s guys sponsor, with screenshots on it. I can send you all the proof in the world that you want, but here's the thing: it doesn't matter. Who cares? It doesn't matter. People are seeing this for themselves. It's ironic to me, J-Rom, and everyone else that's been a part of that other group that's been kicked out or left, right? Because you started to realize that you're a puppet. You started to realize that you're a pansy. You started to realize that you're a prop, right? You're a prop, and you're also a piggy bank, right? And then you got this guy, this mid-30s guy, complaining every now and then, saying that, what happened to my true friends here? Where are my real friends? How can you call those people friends? When you use them for content in the fake way, you trigger them on purpose to make content off of them, and then you expect them to go back in the chat and donate money to you, right? You abuse these people in every way known to mankind, and then you expect them to be your friend? Come on, man, you know better than that. Yes, we're married now. Congratulations. When did you get married, Chris? Firewolf Studios, a.k.a. Casualty Unfiltered Forever. Or sorry, Casually Unfiltered Forever. Sorry, not casualty. Casually. You're not a casualty. You're saying casually. Lewis Fuller, how you doing, bro? Great to have a mod here, bro. I need you, bro. Are you going to be around, bro, to mod the chat? How you doing, Lewis? Lewis, you love these streams, don't you, brother? Feeling pretty good today. Yeah, I recently had to copyright a channel 3 times for using my content without my permission to bash me and YouTube took down their channel for giving them 3 copyright strikes. Is this somebody I know? Chris? Casually Unfiltered Forever? Is it someone's channel that I know that was using your content? I'm curious to know, bro. Yeah, that's what happens out here on YouTube, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with people making reaction videos on your content and using small excerpts, right? 5% or less of your total piece of content, right? And then doing commentary on it, right? But if they use more than 5% or 50% or 100% like these people have done to me in the past, right? It's taking away viewers from your channel, right? And the problem with YouTube is that people, you know, can do these reaction videos and talk all this shit they want about you, right? In hateful ways. And it's very rare that YouTube takes down videos for community guideline violations regarding hate speech, vulgar language, inappropriate content, cyberbullying and harassment, etc., right? So we got to copyright these people, which they are violating our copyright when they use, in my opinion, when they use more than 5% of your content that takes viewers away from your original piece of content. That is copyright infringement, right? Fair use doctrine here in the US and other countries, they call it fair dealing, allows people to use small excerpts of copyrighted content to, you know, for educational purposes, to make commentary, critique them, etc., right? But they got to do it in a reasonable way, right? A lot of these people, they use your content just to try to trigger you, right? And then they like to say that's fair use, right? It's a game that these people play, and I'm glad that you took action on that channel, Chris, whoever it was. It was a channel called Flying Monkey 1. We got married April 27, 2021. Dude, you've been married for over a year, and I didn't know about this. You've been busy on honeymoons and other stuff, right? Are you still living in the same are you still living in the same place, Chris, or did you both get into a better place? Are you how are things going? Are you doing all right with work and stuff, bro? Hope you're doing all right. I don't want to get too personal here. We can always talk privately behind the scenes, bro. I'd love to catch up sometime. I'll be around for a while. Thank you, Lewis. Information Man Show. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the show. Lewis is doing good. Sorry, not Pansy. Patsy. You're right. Patsy. You're right, J-Rom. I get a little excited sometimes and I get my verbiage mixed up. You guys were patsies, not pansies. We'll save the word pansy for the simps of the world that simp to women and put them on a pedestal. Oh, man. Let me see here real quick. The way you approach life in general, he's a good guy. He just wants peace. What is RJ doing lately, Michael? Coach J-Rom said, I used to think this sounded nuts, but it is absolutely true. So, J-Rom, let me ask you this. Well, let me read this and I'll ask you. Actually, Eli, I'm in Wyoming. I just usually start my day around 3 a.m. Oh, okay, you're probably driving. Right on, bro. Be safe, man. Let me see here. Let me ask you this, J-Rom. And I'm just curious to get your opinion. Even if it differs with mine, it doesn't matter. Like, why now all of a sudden are you feeling that I've been right about what I've been saying about the, you know, fake sponsor and the fake instigated drama and, you know, getting paid to come at people, right? And it's not about me saying I told you so, I was right. It has nothing to do with that. I'm not that kind of person. Honestly, seriously. I've been waiting for this moment for years, for other people to actually start to see this on their own. And I think, J. Rom, you started to see what's been happening on your own. Because you're a lot like me, J. Rom. I'm not saying we're exactly alike, we're not. But when it comes to believing stuff, you want to see proof. You don't believe everything you see and hear, right? Whoa. That's a beautiful sounding plane. Let me see here. All right, I'm going to have to reset the chat here again. I can tell every so often the chat freezes. Give me a second. I'll be right back. No. Okay, I should be back. I think I'm back now. Thank you for the 9 thumbs up, folks. Smash the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Share it out. Community tabs, social media. Please like, share, subscribe. Folks, also, I won't mention that today. I'll mention it tomorrow. I was going to mention something else, but I'm not going to mention it. But I need to email, or I need to actually send a tweet to Team YouTube, make them aware of an issue within the YouTube app when you're on live streams. The chat that shows up on your screen, it freezes after like 3 to 5 minutes. The video still works fine and everything's cool, but you know, the chat starts to freeze. Then you have to shut down the app and restart it to get the chat to refresh. Blue Top Legend, are you Blue Ball Brandon? Be honest with me, dude. Because if so, bro, I'll let you stay around as long as you're cool, but is that you, Blue Ball Brandon, BBB? Like the topic says, rejection creates obsession, or it breeds obsession, right? You're all obsessed with Coach Eli. That's pretty sad, huh? My wife just subscribed to you. Well, how's she doing? Your wife knows who I am. Have you guys heard from Will at all lately? Formerly known as 8-Bit Reactor. I can't even remember what his channel is named now. Oh, it's gaming. I forgot what it's called. It's a gaming channel. Yes, we need to talk behind the scenes. We will. Maybe we'll do it sometime this week, bro. Wow, this is great. We have a life coach and a fitness coach in the same stream. It's like a 2-for-1. How you doing, Blue Ball Brandon? You gonna semi-troll, bro, or are you gonna be legit? Casually unfiltered forever. Someone in their chat said I was taking moves out of your playbook. How childish them type of people are. Whose chat are you talking about? Casually unfiltered forever, Chris. Information Man Show says he's well. Casually unfiltered forever says I already read that. Yes, we need to talk behind the scenes. And Michael says RJ in this new community that we both enjoy. Natasha Cooper. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I have a problem with Natasha. I mean, I don't hate anyone or anything. I'm just really not that fond of Natasha's content. She, you know, the channel that RJ met her on is a drama channel. It's a drama channel. Really no different than the mid-30s guy. I mean, she's a lot more reasonable than the mid-30s guy. But it is a drama channel. I don't enjoy channels that bring on average everyday people, which is fine to bring on average everyday people, but I don't enjoy, you know, people just creating panels to trash talk other people. There's like no value there, right? It's pathetic, right? No disrespect though, bro. I'm just being honest. And I think she has like a like another channel where she does conspiracy theories or something like that. That's like almost 30K subs or something. I think her drama channel has almost 10K subs or something like that. And the mid-30s guy tried to leverage it, and that was his downfall right there. He tried to take on a giant. He tried to take on a channel or a drama network that's like way bigger than his. I'd say at least 10 times bigger than his. With active people, that is. Hello, all in the chat, says Blue Top Legend. Coach Jerome, well, I don't still believe he was paid to go at you. I do believe the drama was instigated. I do believe they instigate drama with fans to give themselves content. Right, J-Rom. And here's the thing, J-Rom. It doesn't, you don't have to believe that their sponsor, Texas Caregiver, paid them intentionally to come at me. Except for one aspect that makes logical sense. When Texas Caregiver paid the early 40s guy to drive across the country and spit on my father's grave, you think he's going to pay for that out of his pocket, bro? You're out of your mind. He wouldn't pay for that out of his pocket. That was paid for by Big Daddy. Big Daddy Texas Caregiver. And there was a lot more. And I do have proof, but I'm not going to furnish my proof. I'm not here to get anyone in trouble or, rehash anything from the past. But I can tell you, I have tons of proof. It's just not necessary, and I'm not the kind of person, I'm not a drama channel. I'm not going to release it. I don't feel the need to do it. I don't want to create any issues. As a matter of fact, I don't even want the mid-30s guy or any one of these people to lose it all. I just want them to get their act together and create some better content and stop doing these stupid things that are no longer going to work anymore, because too many people now have figured out the game. Too many people know what's going on. And I don't care what anyone says. Again, I'm not a drama channel. I'm a coach. This is part of me helping you folks out. I was the first one that went through this for years. And I understand this better than all of you because I went through it the most for years with these people. And now you folks have been used in the same exact ways. The MO with the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy has always been the same. The MO is the same every time. After a while, the more and more people that come and go, and the more people that talk, and then one channel like me that's a decent-sized channel for this group of people that knows the whole story, you guys can come here, we compare notes, and it's exactly the same. All right, folks, I'm back. I should be back. I'm sorry, I got cut off. Like I was saying, when the MO is the same with these content creators that are getting paid to create fake instigated drama, people are going to eventually compare notes and see that the same thing is happening to all these people. Then the game doesn't work anymore, right? The game has been exposed, and they know it. That's why they don't want me talking about it. They didn't want me talking about it last year when I did, right? And the year before that, because the people that are already going through it, they just leave, right? And if the new people don't know their game, then they can play the game on the new people. But when there's someone like me that talks about it often, it raises awareness for the new people, and then they go in with caution. And then they see exactly, they see what's happening, which is exactly in the way I describe it, and then they're gone, right? Let me see. Hang on a second. How come I can't? Give me a second here. Give me a second here, folks. Flying Monkeys one's chat. Okay. Yes, we have talked to him recently. How is How is Will, aka known as 8-Bit Reactor, doing? I use StreamYard on my phone. I don't have that issue. Yeah, but using the YouTube app is different. I use the YouTube app. I don't use StreamYard on mobile when I'm walking because I'm not bringing anyone on panel. It used to not have this problem. YouTube needs to fix that problem. They do. Furthermore, J-Rom says, and cycle their audience for new money. That's what they do. I couldn't take it any more of his condescending ways. Well, yeah, the mid-30s guy is very, very condescending, right? And I think here's the thing. He tries to say that, he actually cares about people, but, his online personality is different. Sir, here's the thing. I don't think your online personality is that different from your real life. I think you're not, I don't think you would attack people in the same ways in real life, but I think it's part of your nature to be condescending. You were condescending to me, mid-30s guy, when I first connected with you over 5 years ago. I reached out to you because he had a Purple Pill channel, the only Purple Pill channel out there, and I wanted to collaborate with him and help him out. And he was condescending to me. He was like, what do you want? I'm like, I just want to get to know you, networking, right? I'm like, wow, man. Like, major insecurities out of the gate with that guy, right? And everything about him has been very condescending, even before he built this drama group, and even before he started getting paid by Texas Caregiver to create fake instigated drama. So yeah, do I think he's probably a little bit of a nicer person in person? Sure, but he's still probably very condescending. And it's on insecurity. He doesn't love himself. That's the bottom line. He doesn't love himself. That's the truth of the matter. Good people that actually love who they are would never, ever even accept money to do the type of content he does, create fake instigated drama, use people that he calls friends to bring on a panel and intentionally trigger them to entertain the remainder of the audience that's paying donations. And then they just cycle the people from the chat that all have mod wrenches to the panel, right? They cycle them back and forth, right, for money and entertainment, right? It's not technically extortion. It's not extortion, but it might as well be extortion. What do you think, J-Rom? It's technically legally not extortion, but it's to me it seems like extortion. And then he expects these people to be his friend? Come on! You can't have it both ways, dude. You can't use people for content and money and then get mad they don't want to be your friend. Come on, man. He does these whining streams every now and then saying we're all his friends. I think that's all fabricated too. It's just more and more drama. That's all it is. Wham, 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 wham. How much more can I whine and complain about my pathetic, miserable life on YouTube and have people that enjoy watching my train wreck and pay me money for it and then have a sponsor that pays for it too, right? What these people have put me through, the reason why I've been talking about this is that I have to let it out. I want to let it out. I want people now that actually see what's happening. I want them to know what I went through, and I want you folks to compare your notes to mine. He has been working, says Casually Unfiltered Forever. She stands up against bullies. Give her a chance. She has a lot of loyal followers. No, that's fine. I don't have a problem with Natasha. I'm just saying that our content The genre of our content, bro, is totally different. I'm not a drama channel. I may appear like one right now because I'm talking about this, but I'm not talking about this for drama. I'm talking about this because people have been used and abused and taken advantage of. And they feel horrible about it, and they want a place to go where someone's experienced this and worked through it already, like myself, and have a place to let it out with someone that will listen and understands their situation. But I'm not a drama channel. I don't mind, if you want to make Natasha aware of me, and if she wants to talk with me, that's fine. We could talk behind the scenes and see if we can work on some stuff together. I'm not a drama channel. And I do not want to be a part of any panels where we're talking shit about people and attacking people. Now here, I'm not talking smack about people today. I'm sharing the facts. Right? This other side that's created this fake instigated drama might be saying I'm talking smack about them. No, I'm not. I'm just sharing what you guys are doing over there, so people can learn to figure it out quicker and go their own separate ways. And then maybe it might force this guy, this mid-30s guy, to create some real content. He's much more capable than the stupid shit he does. Much more capable. I unsubbed, so don't see anything that is said about me. I don't care what they say about me because nothing they say can affect my business. Yeah, J-Rom. And folks, in a second, I'm going to have to reset the chat again because I think it's freezing again. I got to do it every so often. Yeah, J-Rom, like you had mentioned to me, this is not a bad thing to mention. Like, ignoring these people is what drives them crazy. And this is part of the topic today. Rejection creates obsession. You see, part of the issue with this mid-30s guy is he's been rejected so many times in life, right? But who hasn't been rejected so many times in life, right? But he can't handle rejection. Even at what is he, 36, 37 now? He has not learned how to handle rejection. And I'll share my story on the way back. I'm almost, at the observation deck, halfway through the first side of the trail, the long side of the trail. He was never ever taught how to handle rejection the right way. And he's not good at handling rejection, even to this day. It has a lot to do with the way that he was spoiled and entitled, stemming back to his childhood. And, now, here's the thing. His parents spoiled him, and they enabled this behavior, right? There's a lot of things he did. I'm not going to mention them. I've said it in the past. I don't need to say it again. But now, with this fake sponsor, he further enables, his spoiled, entitled behavior, right? Because here's the thing, right? Both the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, they both do a similar thing, okay? But if I had to choose which one of them has a little more self-control, it would be the early 40s guy. I'm not fond of either one of them. What I'm saying is that the mid-30s guy lacks complete emotional self-control. He has absolutely no emotional self-control. Now, let me come over here for a second. The early 40s guy, yeah, there are times where he loses his shit emotionally, but for the most part, he at least has a decent grip on his emotional self-control. Because he never had everything handed to him. The early 40s guys, I'm sorry folks, got cut off. I'll check out the chat in a second. Like I was saying, I don't know where I got cut off, so I'll say this again. The early 30s guy, spoiled, entitled, he lacks complete emotional self-control. Okay? He has zero emotional self-control. The mid-30s guy, that is, right? The early 40s guy will lose his shit every now and then, right? But for the most part, he has a decent amount of emotional self-control. I can give him that. Despite how I feel about him, the truth is the truth, right? And the early 40s guy had to fight for survival from a young age. This mid-30s guy had everything handed to him, including, when he was growing up, including his sponsor handing him a ton of money each month to create fake instigated drama. I mean, think about it, folks. Think about it. And then you folks supporting him and paying him money, right, is further enabling that piss poor, spoiled, entitled behavior, right? And I feel bad for him. I'm not trying to criticize him or attack him. I feel bad for him. I really want him to turn his life around and start owning up to things and accepting responsibility for his actions and start loving himself more. But until people keep on donating to him, it's only going to validate that what he's doing is the right thing. And if he knows what he's doing is not the right thing, right? Why wouldn't he come out and say it publicly? Because it would ruin his business, right? He's stuck in a catch-22, right? Because he doesn't have any faith in himself that he can make $3,000 a month other ways, legitimate ways, instead of what his sponsors paying him to create the fake instigated drama. All facts 100%. Michael, when you say all facts 100%, what are you talking about? Can you be more specific? I didn't catch that as it popped in. I love the fight life. Okay. J-Rom says, Coach J-Rom says, his online personality is way worse than his real personality. I promise in real life he wouldn't say anything bad to my face. He isn't about that fight life. Good point, J-Rom. And here's the thing. I'm not, see, J-Rom, you're not afraid to get into a fight, but I also know you're a good guy. I'm not saying you instigate fights. See, I'm not the kind of guy that also would come out and say, if he came and saw me in public, I would whoop his ass, right? It's not about that for me, right? But I get it. Like, I get what you're saying. For you, it would be like that, right? It's the same thing for me. Like if he pulled this stuff in real life, right in front of my face, let's just leave that one alone, right? I don't think he would have the tenacity or the balls to do any of this stuff to any one of us in person. I mean, I just, what's really funny, folks? What's really funny is that I just can't understand how one grown-ass man entering his late 30s now, he's, 36, 37? We just still call him the mid-30s guy, right? I can't understand why any man would put themselves in a predicament like this guy did, right? Because here's the thing. If this guy goes out now to try to get a job somewhere in the real world, there's so much crap on him, right? Now, here's the thing. You folks can say the same thing about me and some of the things I said in the past, right? I've done nowhere nearly the crazy things that he's done. None, right? But here's the bottom line. I'm never going back into the real workforce again. I don't need to. I'm self-employed. If I need to make money in other ways, I still have my insurance licenses. And I can sell other things easily. I just enjoy doing this, and I'm in a position where I can do this and build this business. Right? But he's not. He's not in that position, right? So, in essence, he's really shooting himself in the foot in the real world. If he ever has to fall back on the real world to get a real corporate job, and they see all this shit about him that people are saying in clips on YouTube and what he's done, no one will hire him. Like, why would any man, it's a legitimate question, why would any man put themselves in that position, right? Super Vortex Chaser. Hey, Eli, I'm casually on Filters forever. It's Chris' wife. Mandy, how you been? It's nice to see you again. It's been forever. I'm happy to be back in contact with you. Congratulations on your success. I'm very proud of you. Well, I'm not quite there yet, Mandy, but I appreciate it. Yeah, no, we're getting there, and we're rebuilding here, and we've taken out the trash, and the good people are filtering themselves out from drama, and they're seeking more positive avenues out here. But see, Mandy, I've always had respect for all of you. You know, even Will, even, you know, your former man Will, your new man Chris, and you. Because all of you were really easygoing people to deal with, right? Yes, there were some issues, but you know what? You folks were all easygoing, right? And never had a problem with you folks, ever, right? It was just the entanglement of all this stupid drama, right? With a few people, right? That infiltrated our groups, right? But like I said, now everyone's seeing the light and everyone's starting to figure this whole thing out. And I think all of us good people, you know, can really get together and create some greatness. Do some really good, positive panels. And help other people. I'm proud of what you've all accomplished. I'm proud of what Will's accomplished. He's got a great job now. He's rebuilt himself. Okay? Mandy, you're happier. Chris, you're happier. I've seen people really, really improve. And humbly speaking, yeah, I've worked through a lot of things to figure out this YouTube game and rise above all the crap that I've dealt with. And now I just want to help you folks too. I want to keep supporting you folks that I've supported in the past, and I want to get some new people and help as many people as possible turn their lives around for the better. What's going on, Sky Church? How you doing? One of these people's got to be GLM on a sock. But that's okay. I don't care. Not a big deal. Michael says he's not going to change. It's his content. He has nothing else. Like they say, drama sells. Yeah. Unfortunately, bro, you're probably right. And here's the thing. Even if he wanted to change, he shot himself in the foot so bad with all the content and all the people that he's attacked. And there's so much out. I mean, there's way more out there on this mid-30s guy than there is on me. And all the stuff on me was fake and instigated. I'm not saying that all of it was fake. Some of the stuff, some things are true, most things are not, right? But the stuff that they did, and here's the thing, a lot of it's not publicly available anymore. I've got it all on hard drives. What I'm going to end up doing, folks, if you folks want me to do this, and so that way these people can't take me down for copyright, right? I'm going to upload like all the stuff that this mid-30s guy has done to me. All these videos on a private server. And I'd be happy to send links to you folks, or who knows, maybe I'm not going to put it on my website because people that don't know the story, I don't want them to get freaked out. But if you folks want to see that stuff, let me know. It wouldn't take that long to re-upload it. I got a folder. God, I've got gigs and gigs and terabytes of stuff, right? But yeah, like he shot himself in the foot because if he has to go back in the real world to get a graphics designing job or something, who's going to hire him? They Google search him, they're going to find all this stuff, right? He's burned way too many bridges to try to keep this facade up. And he knows it. You know it, dude. And I tried to help you out. And honestly, I do. I feel bad for you. You're going to tell me to F off, but I do feel bad for him. I do. Because I'm a compassionate person. Topic of today's stream is rejection creates obsession or breeds obsession. I didn't want to put the word breed in the title and get demonetized because that can be considered a naughty word that'll get you a yellow icon for monetization. Rejection creates obsession. Fix this or fail at everything in life. One more time. Rejection creates or breeds obsession. Fix this or fail at everything in life. I'll check the chat in a few, folks. Keep the chats coming in. It's frozen, but I will get back to it in a few. And Lewis, hope you're around the mod. Please mod any rude comments or anything, right? I'll tell you, folks, when I was younger, I struggled with rejection. And I think everybody does. I mean, both men and women are going to struggle with rejection all the time. It's just that by the time we get to a certain point, especially as men, you're supposed to learn how to, handle rejection a whole lot better, right? And even for women too, but it's not that I'm trying to give women a free pass. It's just that women are emotional beings and they respond to everything emotionally first based on how they're feeling in the present moment. And then they reason with logic afterwards, right? But in my 20s, my teens and 20s, anytime a woman would break up with me, I felt really rejected. I felt hurt. And it created an obsession for me to try to get her back. Sometimes initially I would chase her. I would try calling her, right? I would do all the things that I wouldn't even think of doing today, right? And as I got into my mid to late 20s, and by the time I hit my early 30s is when I really started to handle rejection a whole lot better. Let's just say by the time I hit 30, 31, I didn't let rejection affect me as much. I'm not saying that it didn't affect me at all. And even to this day, I'm not saying it wouldn't affect me. Like if my woman broke up with me, I'm not saying she is. This is just an example, babe. How you doing today? I'm sure you're listening, right? If my woman broke up with me, I would feel rejected, and it would hurt. But you know what? I wouldn't sit there and dwell over it like I used to for a year or 6 months. Yeah, it would sting for a little bit, but I'd get right back on that horse and find someone, right? And so would she, right? This plane coming. And so would she. Sorry, folks, got cut off. I'm sorry, got cut off. Give me a second here. Lewis, you missed a troll in here. Maybe you were just waiting for me to take care of it. Lewis, you got a mod wrench. Use it, brother, when you need to. If you make a mistake, I'll fix it. Not a big deal. Like I was saying a second ago before I got cut off. You know, it's very difficult now. It's more difficult nowadays for men and women to, deal with rejection because it's happening much more often. the dating world is skewed because of the thirsty beta males. Women have all the options online. There's a lot of ghosting and rejection happening and all that. And it gets frustrating after a while. And, you know, it's frustrating for me too. But I kept moving forward, and I found one. I found a great woman. And if you keep moving forward, you will find a good person, no matter how frustrating it is. But I will tell you, there were times in between my last relationship and this one that I've been in for over 6 months now, where it was like, wow, you know, very few responses. And, you know, the ones that would respond would take a week or a day, or, you know, it was just, it sucks, right? But you got to learn how to handle it, right? Because if you learn how to deal with rejection, if you learn how to deal with rejection and don't let it get to you, you will stand out amongst the crowd, and everything will turn around in your favor. You know, the secret, guys, to getting women to focus on you on these dating apps is to not be thirsty and to not get upset if they don't get back to you right away. Okay, women are dealing with hundreds and hundreds of connections, right? You got to understand that. And thank your thirsty beta males, or your thirsty beta male counterparts for that, right? Like I've been saying all along. But, you know, I remember back in the days when I was single, before I met the woman I'm with today, I'd have some women get back to me after a while. And they'd say, I'm sorry, it's been a long time. I took a break from the dating app, or, you know, just been busy or whatever. No, the truth of the matter is you were banging other guys and you were talking to other guys. That's okay. And I was talking to other women, right? But that's okay. You don't need to call them out on that. All you do is say, hey, no worries. Hey, things happen. You know, if you want to chat and get to know each other and see where things go, let me know. If now's a good time, right? You don't want to call them out on what you know is happening. They're banging other guys and talking to other guys, right? That's going to show weakness, right? That's going to show that, you know, you can't handle rejection well. And then you become an obsessive type of person. And that's scary to women, right? You don't want to be that way. You want to come off cool, calm, and collective, right? Right? Cool, calm, and collective, right? Because what's that going to do? Even if you're not the most attractive guy she's talking to, okay? That's not the only aspect women are looking at. Women are looking at how understanding are you, right? Do you get easily butthurt? Or are you understanding and not thirsty and cool, calm, and collective, right? If you're cool, calm, and collective, you're going to stand out amongst hundreds and hundreds of guys that she's connected with, right? Now, in the YouTube world out here, a lot of people that come here and try to troll me, like GLM. We'll talk about you for a second, GLM, because the chat's talking about you, and you know, I'm just sharing what's actually happening. Not a big deal. I'm not attacking you. It is what it is, right? You know, GLM and other people have come to my channel and they've been banned for being trollish, right? And then they get triggered for getting banned and come back on fake accounts called sock accounts. They get banned again. And then they keep trying to come and come and come. It's like they're so obsessed, right? Why? Because when you reject someone, it breeds obsession. It creates obsession, right? Even if you reject someone for the right reasons, right? Most people nowadays don't like any rejection and don't know how to handle it, right? And that's a major problem deep within them. Very insecure and very immature. It's very immature, it's very insecure. And with many people, they can't handle rejection, and it breeds obsession because they're mentally and emotionally unstable too, or they're not in the right headspace, right? You got to look at it that way. Now let me check out the chat here. I'm going to go off the air for a second. I will be right back. We've got 22 in the box, 11 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. I will say before I go off the air and come back to refresh my chat that I'm very happy and pleased to see the people that are here today, and that people are coming back and realizing that, hey, I never meant to cause any issues this entire time, and you folks are realizing now what these people have done to me all this time because they've done it to you, and you've seen it for yourself hands-on. And I really appreciate you coming back. Even you, Coach J-Rom, honestly, I say this wholeheartedly from the bottom of my heart. Okay? From the bottom of my heart, bro. I'm happy to have you here. I'm happy to have you here. And I respect the way you approached me. You were honest and upfront. Yeah, we're not the best of friends. Who knows what happens down the road? You never know, J-Rom. My lady and I might take a trip back east, and hey, maybe we can go on a double date. Who knows? You never know, bro. I always leave my options open, right? But I appreciate you being here and sharing your thoughts. And what I more so appreciate is the fact that you've actually seen for yourself. Forget about what I know, and forget about whether I was right or wrong. It's about what you've seen for yourself and removed yourself from. The toxicity you removed yourself from, so now you can focus on moving forward in a positive way with your lady and other great people that want to move along with you for the right reasons. I'll be right back, folks. All right, we're back. We're back. Let me switch to the other camera here. Let me catch up on some messages here. Okay, Michael says about the mid-30s guy, you are a very good profiler. Sir, I don't know if I'd call myself a profiler, but I know why you're saying that. You're saying that because I hit the nail on the head regarding him, because you've seen the same thing. Sir, I've known him longer than any of you. I approached this guy over 5 years ago when he was running a channel called The Purple Pill to try to collaborate with him. If it wasn't for me, he would have quit YouTube. He told me he was about to leave YouTube, and I told him, dude, give me a chance to help you, free of charge, right? He was about to quit and give up, right? And I convinced him to stick around, right? And then he started following me. I started live streaming and doing other things before he even started live streaming. Everything that he learned from me about YouTube. I'm not saying everything, but you know, live streaming and, you know, how to run shows and all that. You know, he copied all that from me and even the early 40s guy that was doing it also. So I know him better than anyone. And dude, if you haven't heard what these people have done to myself and my family in real life over the last, you know, I'd say at least 3 to 4 years, maybe almost 5 years. If you heard everything, like I said, I'm probably gonna, you know, take all the videos where the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy have done all these things to me, and maybe create one big long compilation and then upload it to a private server and send it to anyone that wants to see it behind the scenes. I do not want to put it public. I don't care if it reached public. I just don't feel the need to put it public, right? I won't put it public because they'll flag it down anyway. Because these people, you know, these people don't want to see some of the things they've done anymore. That was just for entertainment during that time. And they paid the price with their audience for the things they've done. I just want to show you folks what they've done, for those of you that don't know. Let me see here. Give me a second here. I got my trucks, my gym, and my coaching An example, dietary and nutrition services. I'll never work for anyone else again. Good for you, J-Rom. Congratulations, bro. And he had no right to question J-Rom military service, says Michael. Yeah, that's the thing. The early 40s guy questioned that years ago. I've known about this for a while. Yeah, a lot of people did that same stuff to me, right? Right? Most of the stuff these people put out, they spun a narrative to create fake instigated drama. And I fed into it for a while because I didn't even know what's going on. Just like you folks didn't know what was going on. You're just trying to run your YouTube channel or participate with some groups that you thought were good initially, right? Super vortex chasers. We're just sick of the drama and people who are just trying to bring people down and ruin their names, and that's trying to cause serious problems for innocent people. It's just pathetic if you ask me. What have I always said? You know what I've always said. Pathetic. It's all been pathetic. You're right. Michael says GLM was in his chat today professing her love and loyalty to him. She wanted to find out who your new girl was. Everyone wants to find out who my girl is, and they're never going to find out until I'm ready and she's ready, until we're both ready to go public. And once we go public, it's not going to matter. But that's not going to be for a while. Even GLM, came to my area and did some stalking too. I've forgiven her for it. I still do, right? But that's how far she went for this mid-30s millennial guy. Now, I don't know, Michael, if I can believe that she was in his chat professing her love to him or anything like that. And if she did, it was probably like a joke. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she did. Michael, no disrespect. I don't know you. I'm not trying to be critical, but I just can't take everything at face value that I see from someone I don't really know, right? But, to be fair, it does sound like something she would do. She's an instigator. That's all she is, right? Right? She thought that she was going to be able to find out who my woman is, so that way they can do a background check on her and then find out her family and then harass her, just like they did my ex, Dana. These people right now, the reason why they don't have any new things on me is because I learned how to protect myself and my loved ones, even my new loved one, or especially my new loved ones, based on what they did in the past. I learned their game, but not to play their game. I learned how to protect myself and others from their game, right? Somebody's coming. Give me a second. Casually unfiltered forever. There was a lot of people that thought was a friend to me, but later down the road they showed me their true colors. Yeah, they're just using you to try to grow, bro. That's why the Grow Stream community, many of those people, were just for themselves. The few people that stuck around that were a part of my network were the real people, bro. We had a good thing going. And you know what, Chris? Casually unfiltered forever. We can do that again, bro. You let me know when you're ready. We can talk behind the scenes and we'll make it happen. Yes, says Lewis Fuller, please thumb up the stream. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, says Lewis. Casually unfiltered forever. Women are very emotional beings. No kidding, brother. How long have I been saying that for, bro? My lady would agree with you, Chris. You are back, says Lewis. Coach J-Rom says, feel free to tell me to mind my business, but where's Queen been? I'd like to apologize to her as well. Queen's been very busy working on some stuff on Twitter. She's getting a lot of hits on Twitter. And no, she talks behind the scenes in the Coach Eli mod chat on Facebook. But yeah, she's been tearing it up on Twitter. You guys want to follow her on Twitter? Look her up. I think it's at Helen Casey 1 or something like that. Michael says, I'm just saying the way I saw it. I have nothing to gain from it. I'm just sick of the games played. Yeah, so am I. I'll share more about that in a second. Sure, I'm up for it, says Casually Unfiltered Forever. And we are at 71 minutes, minus a couple of minutes for cutouts. We're at 69 minutes or so, probably an hour and 10 minutes. It's taking me longer to get through this walk today because there's a lot of messages and a lot of people are coming here to find out the truth about what's been happening with these fake instigated drama groups paid for by Texas Caregiver. I mean, you know, this is the thing, right? This is the thing I want to say about this. I think I've said enough about the topic. You know, rejection creates obsession or breeds obsession, right? You know, I told this to the mid-30s guy time and time and time and time again. This is all going to catch up to you sooner than you think. At some point, you're going to run out of gas, right? And it's not going to be sustainable anymore. I've said time and time again, this is not sustainable long term. And every time he told me to shove it up my you-know-what, right? Is that the same geese from yesterday and this past week or last week? The husband and the wife. The big husband on the left. Oh, I can't even. Let me see. There you are, buddy. Hang on. Hey, buddy. Buddy. No, I'm over here. Yeah, right over here. Right here, bro. He's like, dude, I don't care. I'm on vacation. My wife's being a little standoffish right now. She won't give me any. So I'm just, you know, kicking it. And she's just standing there. Just waiting for me. Waiting for me. But I don't chase women. I'll let her come chase me. Look at how far apart they are. That's like an actual relationship there going south, right? Anyway. Give me a second here, folks. Hey, Eli, my mom was killed in a car accident October 4th last year. Oh my God, bro. I'm so sorry to hear about that, bro. You should have told me about that sooner, man. My condolences to you, bro. What happened, bro? If it's not too personal. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, man. Chris, I'm so sorry to hear about that, brother. Michael says, you don't deserve such backlash. You're a chill dude. I've always been a chill dude. I mean, don't get me wrong, Michael. I'm human. I've had my moments of getting triggered. I think we all have. But I got so triggered because this mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, they knew the YouTube game of stirring up the drama pot and intentionally triggering people, right? I let these people get to me, and the truth of the matter is they were just pretending. And that's what they've done to everyone. Like the early or the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, they're both world-class instigators, right? They purposefully instigate things that they know are going to trigger the average person. And when people are new to YouTube, they don't realize that, you know, when you do that on a live stream panel, they're going to use that against you as content. And they're going to keep reusing that content. And that's what they did to me. Like it is just unbelievable what these people did to me. the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy. And now I'm talking about it, sharing my experiences so you all can learn to avoid stuff like that, right? But at the same time, there's no way in hell the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy would have been able to sustain doing this for years unless they were getting paid by Texas Caregiver thousands of dollars each month. No one would put in that much time and effort to do what they did, right? And the mid-30s guy had many accomplices to help him out. GLM was one of them. Actually, she did it, I think, for the early 40s guy, but it doesn't matter. Same sponsor, right? The mid-30s guy has a cop and his nurse wife, former cop and a former nurse wife that live a couple hours from me, that has family here in the Bay Area, the San Francisco Bay Area, and they came out and stalked me multiple times, right? And he made content off of that. I mean, there's just so much that this guy did, right? So much, right? And I just, want you folks to learn from what I've experienced, because I'll tell you this, it will never get any worse than it got for me. And if I pulled through it, so can you. I'm going to go off the air and come right back. Got 26 in the box, 10 thumbs up. Please smash the thumbs up. Give me a second. How in the world did we go from 26 to 13, 14? Because I went off the air for a second. That's how quick people leave. Wow. Oh my God. Hey, Chris, casually unfilter forever. Do me a favor. Can you just send me an email and send me the channel links to you and your lady? Send me your channel links in an email at Coach Eli at coacheli.com. The link's below in the description. And what I will do is, I don't think you folks, obviously you folks are not banned here, but I want to make sure I'm subscribed to your new channels, or still subscribed if they're the older channels with a new name. And then I want to add you both as, I want to just verify everything first, obviously. And then I want to add you both as moderators here on this channel. Good people. Maybe one day we can even get Will to come back. That would be really great. I really like Will. Will's been a great conversationalist. So many good people have come through, Coach Eli's world. And it's been a great pleasure until they got, infested by the other side. It's just sad. Hashtag save the geese, says Coach J-Rom. That's great, bro. Michael says, he is still such a little boy. He has no right to judge you. Dude, he's not even really trying to judge me. I think you know that. The mid-30s guy is not trying to even judge anyone. He's just trying to make content out of anything and everything that'll keep his sponsorship going, bro. That's the truth of the matter. Yes, does it come off like he's judging me? And does he probably really hate me in real life? Yes, probably. Right? But I think he more so hates himself. I think he more so hates the position he's put himself into as a grown-ass, I think he's either 36 or 37-year-old man. Guy's going to be 40 soon. He's still struggling to figure out life and what he wants to be and what his purpose is. Shit, if you can't figure out your purpose by the time you're, in your early 30s, or at least by the time you're in your mid 30s, then man, you're going to have a struggle as a man. You're going to have a struggle in life as a man. She flipped her truck and she was ejected. Holy Moses, bro. How in the world did she flip her truck, man? I'm so sorry to hear about that, bro. Please don't tell me she was under the influence. God, man. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry that you lost your mother. You know, my condolences and my heart and soul goes out to you, man, and my thoughts and prayers to you, and your family, and everyone that knew her. You're a strong guy, man. You've moved forward and you're handling it quite well, bro, but yeah, you've had to deal with so much in your life, bro. You've really learned how to handle things. You're a strong dude, and I respect that. I don't even know if I can handle it that well, bro. And I'm pretty strong, but that's pretty major, man. Casually unfiltered forever. Yeah, Eli, me and you have been through the ringer and the drama crap. Chris, you've been through a lot of drama, bro. But, bro, maybe you're second place. No disrespect. I don't even want to be first place, bro. But, Chris, you could be second to me with all the drama you've been through, but you're not even close to what I've been through, bro. It doesn't come close. There wasn't a targeted hate attack put out on you by a fake sponsor that came in the money from his dead parents. And this guy creates a company, you know, after his parents, in spite of his parents' death, he creates this company because he was trying to find them good caregiving services when they were alive. So after they passed away, he wanted to make that his purpose. But instead, he became a fake instigated drama, shit show creator, supporter, or sponsor to get entertainment, tax write-offs for his fake company. And that's what it is, J-Rom. You were right. It's an entertainment budget. I remember you came, and I'm not mad at you, J-Rom. I'm just saying, I remember you a year and a half ago, you came at me and saying this guy's entertainment budget. Yeah. Yes, it is his entertainment budget. I think I said that back then too. And his entertainment budget was to pay the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy to come at people like me. Not only online, but offline. I seen you go through all that drama, says Casually Unfiltered Forever. Blue Top Legend, it is true that no one has been trolled harder than the coach, and he rose above it all. We all saw it. Impressive. Well, I appreciate that. Blue Top Legend. I appreciate it. Why are you able to say that at this point, that I rose above it? Can you be a little more specific on that? I would appreciate it. I'm going to go off the air here in a few and reset the chat so I can see the next set of chat messages. It sucks that the chat freezes YouTube app while you're live streaming. To the live stream so I can see it on the screen. It's transparent. So I touch the screen. You folks have used this before. I touch the screen. It shows the chat. And you let it go. And then it just fades away. So you can see yourself. Make sure you're still in the frame. I do have to say, folks, it's really nice to see so many people here today. God bless all of you. And whether you're banned here or not, I love all of you. I don't hate anyone. Even the Midnight Raven, who I was talking about yesterday. I haven't heard from her, and I don't plan on hearing from her. If she wants to reach out, I'm open to it. She's going through the same thing, and I sent her $25 US yesterday, which is like 18 Great Britain. Hope that helps her out. I don't expect anything from her, but I wanted to show her that I don't have a problem with her, and that I also understand that she's going through the same thing with these same people that the rest of you that are here for are going through. And to my lady that's probably watching right now, and she probably knows and understands why I'm doing this. I don't want to give her the wrong idea, but I'm doing this, babe, because there are a lot of people that have gone through this and have been harmed by this and almost left YouTube by this or regarding this, right? And some people were so traumatized and tormented that have gone through this network. A lot of you don't even understand the women that went through the mid-30s guys network and what was happening with some of these women behind the scenes. And a lot of these women spoke out afterwards. Like, there's just so many crazy things that happen. And to see these people come here and share their stories, and to be able to relate to going through the same thing and supporting each other, this is great. This is what I'm all about. I want to bring everyone together in a positive and uplifting way. A place where everybody can have a say and everyone is appreciated and respected. Gonna go off the air, folks, and be right back. We still have 20 in the box. Please smash the thumbs up, folks. I would appreciate that. Smash the thumbs up. We have 10 thumbs up. I'd like to try to get 15 or 20 thumbs up before the show is over. Be right back. Let me see here. Okay, says Lewis. Lewis says, I don't know, YouTube is acting weird. Still here, man, says J-Rom. Sure, says casually unfiltered forever. Okay, that was for emailing me the channel links. Michael says, you are a legend. You've been put through the ringer. Definitely an inspiration to all of us new subscribers. FYI, Salt Lake City traffic sucks. Sorry to hear that, J-Rom. Hope you're being safe. Michael says he said he was tired of the drama that lasted only 12 hours. Who said that? Let's see. Chris, casually unfiltered forever, says, no, she wasn't under the influence. She fell asleep at the wheel, and when she became aware of being off the road, she overcorrected the vehicle. Oh, my God. I'm sorry to hear about that, Chris. May she rest in peace, man. Folks, make sure you get enough rest. And if you're a little tired, at least have some Monster or Red Bull or coffee or something, folks. I mean, don't drive tired. But if you have no choice but to drive tired, have some caffeine. And if you start getting really drowsy, pull off to the side as soon as possible, folks. It's just not worth it. God bless you, Chris, and your wife, and all of your family and friends that knew your mother. Again, may she rest in peace, dude. It's just sad, bro. These things just really, they sadden even a tough ass like me, I have emotions too, and I have a heart, and so do all guys. This is the time where a real man's going to be compassionate and be supportive of his brothers and sisters when they go through something traumatic like this, right? You're not going to get this from the mid-30s guy or the early 40s guy. Yeah, they might say something really briefly, but all they care about is getting back to making money, right? I haven't made one single penny this whole entire stream, and I'm still here happy as hell. and grateful that you folks are here chatting today. I appreciate that. Yeah, I agree, says Chris. No one was watching him unless he spoke about someone. People in general are addicted to drama. That's true, Michael. Please thumb up the live, says Lewis. Yeah, we have 14 thumbs up. Thank you so much. 19 in the box. Thank you, folks. We're at 91 minutes minus a couple minutes of cutoffs. 89 minutes. So we're at an hour and 29, almost an hour and 30 minutes. Coach Jerem says, I'm Italian. We celebrate death, so I'm a bit lackadaisical with the sympathy. Well, you know, Coach J-Rom, look, despite all the differences we've had, I've never thought of you to be a bad guy. You've always been in touch with your emotions. And you're a straightforward kind of guy like myself. And I also know there's compassion in your heart. But yeah, I get it. I get it. Everybody handles these things differently. I sent you our channel links through email. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. Folks, I want to ask you a question here in the chat while you folks are here right now. And I'll just go ahead and mention it. I've lowered the threshold. That's why there have been a few more trolls today. I lowered the threshold to allow people to chat after they've been subscribed for 20 minutes. I'm probably going to lower that down to 10 or 15 minutes starting on the next stream. And I do hope to eventually, you know, remove the time limit and just, you know, just allow people to chat as long as they subscribe. If they subscribe, they can chat right away or within a minute or so. I still want people to be subscribed to chat because there's really no point, you know, having any random person come to your chat for the right reasons. Well, nobody would come to your chat for the right reasons unless they wanted to subscribe to you. People that want to come to you for the right reasons will subscribe. The ones that want to chat without subscribing, they just want to troll you, right? Plus, that was a great idea when YouTube added the subscribe, you know, option to allow people to chat where they had to be subscribed for a certain amount of time. Great idea. Because it also gets people to subscribe that would have normally subscribed but forgot to hit the subscribe button. You know what I mean? I get the mods and thank you and thank the trolls for the views. Don't acknowledge their comments. No, I agree, dude. You're right. You know, J-Rom, nowadays I just kind of get a kick out of it. And I'm only just, you know, saying it because it's just a funny thing. There's this big, huge bumblebee that was just flying really fast around me. And now it's gone. Oh, that's good. It's the last thing I want to deal with right now. I haven't been stung by a bee, oh God, since like my teenage years. I'm not allergic to bee stings, but they hurt like a mother. Especially if it's a wasp. The wasp, they can keep coming at you. Hashtag save the geese from Coach Eli, right, J-Rom? We're about to see a couple more here. Save the geese, right? Yeah. Let me come over here and see if I can just zoom in. Those are beautiful. Very nice. Wow. Sun's right in my eyes, hard to see. It's been a beautiful day. Weather's nice out here. People have been nice and great here today. It feels really good, folks, to be able to talk about this with people that now have gone through it, and we can relate to it, and we can bond over it. And it's not just this, folks. I've been through a lot in life. I've experienced so much in life. And I know you folks have too. And all I say is this. I'm not even asking for your money. Give me a chance and come around more often. I'm going to be doing many topics from these Walking with Purpose streams, in-studio streams, and even doing some pre-recorded videos with my iPhone 12 Pro Max outside of the studio, out in public, that is, and even around my place. I've got a bunch of videos that I've created thumbnails for and have great topics and stuff to go over. I just need to find the time to record it and find the energy, because I've been putting a lot of energy into this lately, because I started to see this shift happening with people that I've cared for that left my channel months or even a year or more than a year ago, right? And now all of a sudden, that I've seen this shift, people are starting to really see what's going on. And you folks just came back on your own. I didn't beg anyone to come. I mean, I offered people to come back, but I didn't reach out to anyone specifically. I just threw it out there. No pressure. You folks want to come back? Come back. As long as you're respectful. And as long as you're done with the fake instigated drama groups, then we're good. I'll never tell anyone to go. I'll never tell anyone to not go anywhere else. You go wherever you want on YouTube and do whatever you want. My only rule is you associate with these two drama people, the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, and then you're not welcome here. Besides that, do what the hell you want. Come and go as you wish. I just don't want any leak back over to that side. That's all. $18 in the box, 15 thumbs up. Let me go off the air and come right back. I'm going to go to this side here. All right, we're back. All right, we should be back. The people that were here earlier as I was walking in the trail, they were like pulling weeds here or something. I don't. They're just trying to keep them from overgrowing the trail, and they leave them on the trail because what will happen is, the wildlife out here will just come and eat it. Yeah. I will mod you today, Eli. Thank you, brother. And I'll do the same thing. Appreciate it, dude. I want to ask you folks. I want to ask you folks that are here today. And I understand that, many of you are here because of your disgust regarding what happened on the other side. And I get that, and I'm here for you, okay? But in the future, what type of content would keep you around? Because I can talk about anything and everything. Life coach, I can talk about business aspects. I can talk about any personal, relationship, dating aspects, or marriage and stuff. Even though I've never been married, I've lived with a woman before, or women before. So it's the same thing. The difference is there's no agreement between you and the state. But I understand how that works too. I understand how marriage laws work. I've helped many people, work through their divorces. Well, they didn't work through them. They had an amicable divorce instead of a, crazy divorce. Been many friends that have gone through it. We can even talk about politics at times. because I'm slightly on the left, but I'm more down the middle, right? I like both sides. And there are people that are one side or the other. A lot of people have strong views. We can talk about this stuff. We can create a network here with the people that are here in this chat today, or even if you come across this on the replay. And we can do some discussion panels, not debates, discussions. Let's discuss issues. Let's discuss things in respectful, professional, and mature ways. Let's learn from each other. Sure, it might get a little heated at times, right? That's okay. But at the end of the day, let's remain friends. Let's not attack each other. Let's stick to the issues at hand, right? And that was the problem with these people, like the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, right? They could never have a civil discussion with me because they were too busy attacking other aspects of me, most of which wasn't true and still isn't true, right? So let's focus less, or let's not focus at all, on attacking a man or a woman. Let's focus on discussing issues like current events, right? And life's principles and other issues that affect our livelihood. No problem, my friend. So, folks, you tell me. You let me know what type of content you'd like to see. And I will reset the chat here in a few because I'm sure some more messages are coming in. We still have 12 in the box, 16 thumbs up. Let's try to get it to 20 thumbs up, folks, before the show ends. We're going to be going off the air, I'd say, in about 15 to 20 minutes. Unless I get a burst of energy and I feel like doing a stream from the studio the other night, this is going to be the only piece of content you get from me today. I don't know. I might do a studio stream. I don't know. We'll see. But more than likely not. This when I do a stream like this, and it's taking me longer than normal. We're actually at 103 minutes right now, which is an hour, well, minus a couple of minutes or so of cutoffs. 101 minutes. It's an hour and 41 minutes. This is going to be definitely a stream that's going to hit the 2-hour mark. It's taking me longer to get through this today because I want to go through all the chat messages and respond to everyone, and I can't walk and scroll through the chat as easily. So these types of shows, they take a lot of emotional energy out of me. It's not even physical energy. It's a lot of emotional energy, and plus, to give it a good replay value, another show would affect this show's replay value, whereas if I don't do anything for the rest of the night, people that miss this live can watch it on the replay. And I'm sure lots of people will be talking about this. That other side, the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy, they're going to talk about this. Unless they've decided to say, hey, let's starve Eli out. Let's starve Eli out, right? That'd be great. That'd be nice if you starved me out, right? We're going to starve you out, right? Actually, who even cares? We're just going to move on and ignore anything you guys possibly do, because what you folks are doing, if you continue doing it, it's going to be so devalued now that more people know your game that you're not going to be able to sell your new game to new people anymore. You got to do something else, or you're going to go broke. Unless your sponsor keeps paying you just for breathing air, then, you're going to have to do something else, right? But isn't that what your sponsor's paying you for anyway? Just to breathe air? That's what he's doing anyway. These guys are not even promoting their sponsor's video anymore because my family was going to sue his sponsor, and may still do it, but it's on hold for right now, right? Because of what their sponsor paid the early 40s guy to come out here and spit on my father's grave and do other things too. And the funny thing is, here's the funny thing, right? early 30s guy, and your lady too, you know, to the both of you, right? Both of you didn't like it when the early 40s guy came and spit on my father's grave, but he was paid to do that by the same sponsor that you have, mid 30s guy, right? So in essence, mid 30s guy, if you weren't okay with, what the early 40s guy, did by spitting on my father's grave, if you weren't okay with that, you would also not be okay, being a part of a sponsorship that pays someone to do that. So in essence, whether you were okay with it or not, you accepting money from a sponsor that pays another creator like you to do that, you're saying that you're okay with it, right? Either that, or you're saying that money means a whole lot more to you than any friendships. You can't have it both ways, dude. You can't sit here and just table certain things just to keep a paycheck coming in when you feel otherwise, right? The way that you show how you feel online, or even if you're pretending to feel this way, pretending to not have any remorse for what happened to my father's grave, people are gonna see it as the real you, because that's all they know of you. It's the same thing with your lady, man. The day that the grave spitting happened, she reached out to me and had a lot of concern and wanted to be there, right? Right? And now she's stuck between a rock and a hard place because she cares about you, and you're being sponsored, mid-30s guy, by the same guy that's also sponsored by the same sponsor, the early 40s guy that came out and spit on my father's grave, right? You see how much hypocrisy is involved in this? The hypocrisy within this drama sphere between the mid-30s guy and the mid-40s guy and other people that are associated with them, especially people at the top, the hypocrisy runs so deep, right? And they're not even trying to be hypocritical. They're just trying to entertain people in the ways that the Texas caregiver sponsor is paying them to do so, right? But all it's making it come off as is one big hypocrisy. Folks, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go off the air for a second and come back and see if the chat resets, if anyone has been commenting in the chat. Yep, I'm sure a few of these people in this drama sphere are simulcasting this. I don't care. How much longer are you going to be able? There's a guy coming. I'm back live. There's a guy coming. He's talking really, really loud on his Bluetooth. So because I'm assuming he's going to come up here. And I don't need this loud background noise. Give me a second, folks. Damn. I heard that dude like almost a quarter mile down the way. It's freaking loud. I'm going to come over here for a second, folks. Let me come and sit down over here. I'll wait for this guy to come back before I go. And I'll look at the chat. It's time to bring back more in-studio live streams and live panels, Coach. I don't know about that, dude. Blue Ball Brandon, that's you. Or Asystole 810 or somebody. Nah, I don't know if I'm gonna do panels anymore. I may do one-on-one interviews. Panels become a drama shit show, bro. I don't want drama shit shows, right? I think what I'm going to do is if I go on panels, discussion panels that may get a little heated at times, I will do those on other channels. But I really don't. I honestly, I don't enjoy doing drama shit shows. I don't. And trying to have a discussion panel, with people on there and trying to keep it like, nice and clean and friendly. It never typically ends that way, right? Okay, I'm back. My internet was acting up. But you never know. Coach J-Rom says, I reached out to and took a bunch of crap for another troll of yours, and frankly, your secondary response made me a bit angry. I reached out to and took a bunch of crap for another troll of yours. Can you be a little more specific, J-Rom? Is that the real J-Rom? Can you, Lewis, can you check that Coach J-Rom channel and make sure that's him? He should have over 1K subs. But J-Rom, if that is you, like, can you be more specific so I can address it? I'm going to sit here for a few minutes. $112 minus a couple minutes, 110 minutes. We're at an hour and 50 minutes, almost an hour and 51 minutes. Something like that. I really want to thank you all for being here today. Good turnout today. I know there were people that are still a part of the other side here, or were here, but I know a lot of people were here in support of the right thing. And the truth of the matter is this. The truth of the matter is, this whole thing is just, it's been all fake and instigated, folks. And quite frankly, I really wish that we could all be friends, even with the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy and even their sponsor and everything. I really do not enjoy talking about this. I do it because I know other people are being hurt. And had I not been the one that kept talking about it, no one would really know what's going on, or at least have a reference point. I'm not saying you wouldn't have figured it out, J-Rom, at some point, but I think having my experiences to reference to really, opened up your eyes a bit. And I'm happy. I'm happy that I was able to, provide that for you and other people. Let me reset the chat here real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. Give me a second, folks. Just wait for this person to pass on by. I'll read your comment in the chat there, J-Rom. Money I gave to anyone comes from my heart, and for you to say it was fake in some way still angers me. I don't know when I said that, bro. I didn't say that recently at all. Did somebody say that I said that recently? Or was that a sock account that was pretending to be me? Why would I do that and have you here, man? Doesn't make any sense. When the spinning happened and I said I'm sorry about it and I donated to you, you initially said thank you. And then you said it was fake. That bothered me. Dude, I apologized for that since then, and I'll apologize for it again here today, J-Rom. Give me a second here. You are now a mod for my channel. You are awesome, Coach. Well, thank you, Lewis. You're awesome yourself, bro. Folks, get those thumbs up. We have 16 thumbs up. Let's get it to 20 before the show ends. Let's really start taking this in the right direction. Yeah, again, I apologize for that, J-Rom. And here's the thing. It's the same thing with the Midnight Raven, the same thing with everyone that's been pinned and pitted against me by the mid-30s guy and the early 40s guy. This is what it all boils down to. I didn't know who to trust and not to trust. I still didn't really know everything that was going on at that point when that happened. I knew a lot. I knew most of what I know today, but I learned a lot more after that. And again, I just didn't know who to trust. And I think what really upset me, J-Rom, it's not you specifically, it's the fact that, Texas Caregiver sponsored and paid the early 40s guy to drive out here to spit on my father's grave. The mid-30s guy is sponsored by the same guy. And the fact that what really got to me more so was the fact that you and other people were supporting the mid-30s guy that was sponsored by the same guy that sponsored the guy that came out here to spit on my father's grave. Now, I understand that could be a little bit petty, maybe taking it too far, right? But that's how I felt. And that was a reasonable thing. But, I apologize to you. I apologize to you again now. I'm sorry about that. I know that it was a genuine thing. I've gotten to know you a lot better. And also, during that time, J-Rom, there were a lot of crazy things happening for both you and me individually, right? You were dealing with stuff from this guy. He came at you. He started calling you the same C word that he always has called me, right? He was even calling you the new C-U-C-K, which I saw and I'm like, this guy, this early 40s guy is just pathetic. He calls everyone C-U-C-K, right? How about you call yourself the C-U-C-K, dude? Instead of king, you call yourself the king, call yourself the C-U-C-K. Right? But yeah, J-Rom, again, I did apologize for it in the past. I'll apologize for it again. Maybe you never heard the apology. But I didn't, once you left this group of people is when I started to really, really believe in you. And I'm not saying I thought you were a bad person all along, but you were indoctrinated into their culture. So was your woman, and so was a lot of other people, and I was indoctrinated into it for a while too. So maybe it was before that time where I briefly mentioned it. Let this person go by. Maybe I had mentioned something because I knew you still had some videos up, but once I realized, you were leaving that other side, it showed me a lot of faith in you. So, hope that answers your question. Let me go off the air one more time and reset the chat. Folks, all right, we're back. Folks, get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in 5 to 10 minutes or so, 10 minutes or less. Lewis says, yes, so we all make mistakes sometime in our lives. Absolutely, Lewis. Thank you for that. Coach Eli said, I can see why you made that assumption, but it's just hurt a bit. And I understand that, bro. Oh, look, dude, I totally understand that. It's forgiven, Eli, and thank you for the apology if you did it before I missed it, and that's my fault. No, bro, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. I know you're being a good guy. This whole thing, I will say this, J-Rom, and everyone else. This whole experience over the last 5 years with the early 40s guy and mid 30s guy, and how they came at me and came at others like yourselves, right? This has really humbled me a lot. I will tell you this. I will tell you, if anything, I got something out of it. They may have gotten the money out of it for now, right? But I got something out of it that's going to help myself and even help you folks get to this point. And when you get to this point where I'm at, nothing will be able to stop you, and you'll surpass all these people. This whole thing made me 10 times stronger than I already was. Like I've said before, you got to have thick skin or tough skin to be on YouTube, right, and handle this shit, right? But typically it never gets this bad, right? This is the worst I've ever seen anyone. There's no one on this platform that's ever been as trolled as I've been. I firmly believe that to this day. But you got to have thick skin, tough skin. And I had thick skin, the regular amount of thick skin in real life. I brought that thick skin on the YouTube, and it wasn't good enough. On the YouTube, you need thick skin or tough skin times 10. And what these people put me through, and what I learned about what they do and how to handle it, it made me 10 times tougher than I already was. And that's why nowadays people come out here and they see me. This doesn't get to you, dude. I had the Mad Shangy send me an email today, right? And he's telling me, dude, you should be focused on that one guy that keeps coming at you, and finding out who he is. Don't you want to find that guy and sue him? And I got back to him and I said, listen, dude, I'm done with that. I don't do that stuff anymore. I don't have time to sue people or money or anything like that. I don't need to do that. Right? Matt Shangy thought that I was throwing him under the bus. I'm like, dude, I hardly even talk about you. All I've been saying is that you're another puppet too, Shangy. Like all of you that have made friends, so to speak, friends with the mid-30s guy, you think that's all real? Come on. Let me ask you this, J-Rom, and anyone else that's still here that knows the story. Do you think all the friendships now between Susie and Shangy and other people, do you think all these friendships are real? Or they've just been made because, they're all struggling to keep an audience so much that they have to combine resources to try to even keep the facade going to, some level, right? I mean, I've never seen, as this is more so on the mid-30 guy side, the mid-40 or the early 40s guy, he just keeps on rebuilding on his own. He does his own thing. He's in his own world. But the mid-30s guy, like, there are people on his end, including him, that are going through great lengths to keep his facade going. And wow, I'm seeing things I never thought I would see happen. Let me check the chat one more time. I'll be right back. Lewis says, you're welcome. Casually, unfiltered forever. Oh, forgot to say that me and Mandy got tested for COVID today, and we both tested positive, so we're having a quarantine for 10 days. Oh, geez, man. Are you both vaccinated or not? Are you anti-vaxxers or are you vaxxers? I'm fully vaccinated with the booster. Pfizer. Never had an issue. No need to wear masks anymore out here. We're good. It's all good. Coach J-Rom says, I said you're the most persistent person I've ever known, and I also said publicly that all your trolls managed to accomplish was making you tougher. Thank you for that, bro. Coach J-Rom said, and that was while I was still a big part of that group. Thank you, J-Rom. I appreciate that, bro. Coach Sharon says, I have no clue what they are or are not, so I can't speak on it. I'd say they're more peace agreements than friendships. I agree. It's all bullshit. That's just not going to last. Yep. It's one thing to be friends with someone, it's another thing to make a peace agreement. And that's all this is. It's a temporary peace agreement. Very gorgeous area, Eli. We're both vaccinated. What do you guys are you guys Pfizer or are you guys Moderna? Do you have the booster too? Wow, you guys both tested positive while vaccinated? Then maybe you got the Omicron variant. Maybe you haven't got your booster yet. Or maybe you just got unfortunate. I mean, it doesn't protect 100% of getting it, but it does protect the majority. But wow. Yeah, this is, I've been coming on this trail a lot over the past 3-4 months. I mean, I've done streams here in the past, and you may have seen one in the past, Chris. But I've been coming out here a lot lately because I had some issues at my park where some kids were throwing shit at me and my phone, and they never hit me, but they came close a few times. And it was giving the mid 30s guy and the early 40s guy just content. Like, these guys made content off of me because these kids came out of the blue and started throwing things at me. It's just ridiculous. It's so pathetic. Like I said earlier, I could go take a dump and they need content off of me sitting down on my toilet taking the shit, right? I mean, that's just ridiculous, you know? Some people coming up here. I'm going to wait for them to pass. Let's read what's going on in the chat. Mandy did Pfizer vaccine first and second dose, but me, I had the first and booster of the Johnson & Johnson. Okay. I've never, you're the first one I know that's done the J&J, Johnson & Johnson. From what I'm hearing, the most effective one is Pfizer, which is why I took it, but they all should work for the most part. I've had no issues, never had it. I've had the regular cold, but that's just something everyone gets typically. Didn't get my flu shot though, and haven't really needed it. I didn't want to mix it with the booster of the COVID vaccine, but they were all saying that it's safe to do it. I just didn't want to do the flu shot. I typically don't take a flu shot anyway, but I might start doing it next year. My gym manager had to work from home for 14 days. He's vaxxed and boosted, and unfortunately, I got him. It sucked for like 3 days, but wasn't too bad. Okay. 12 in the box, 17 thumbs up, folks. I'm about to go off the air here in about 5 minutes or less. Walking back to the car. There are a lot of people coming out here on the trail today. It's a nice day. And man, the work day is still going. So, but there are people out here in the high-tech world that do work like 5 to 1:30, 5 a.m. to 1:30, right? So some people get off early and then they come and walk, or some people are retired and they come and walk. But yeah, a lot of people on this trail today. At least a lot more than usual during this time. It wasn't an abundance, but more than usual. It's just the weather's getting better. It's probably like 70 degrees now. I don't even need this jacket. Probably gonna, if the weather stays this nice, I'll probably just have one layer below. I'll wear my nice either Adidas or Under Armour, workout outfits. All right, folks. I really want to thank each and every one of you for being here. We are at 130 minutes minus 2, 128 minutes. That's 2 hours and 8 minutes. Wow, longest mobile stream I've done in a while. Thankfully, I've got this external battery in my pocket because by now my iPhone battery would probably be getting close to dead. I mean, it's a good battery, lasts for a while, but by now it would be down probably to 20%, maybe 10%. Streaming video, it's when you play video and you're actually using you're constantly using the cell tower to stream out every single second. That's what kills your battery the quickest. But regular streaming, like from YouTube, that's all enhanced, and they'll lower the bit rate to use less bandwidth, so your phone lasts longer. But when you're streaming a live stream, even with the iPhone 12 Pro Max's great battery alone, you could probably get about 2 to 2.5 hours without an external battery plugged in. But I have an external battery plugged in. I always do. Thank you to everyone for being here. Too many people to mention, so I'm not going to mention names. I just want you folks to know I love you all. I will be back tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some good rest tonight because I want to do a couple of pieces of content tomorrow. I really want to start firing this baby up. This was very inspiring today to see the amount of people that showed up and to get the support I got. I hope most of it was genuine. I'm not trying to question it, but you got to understand, what I've been through and supposedly what you folks have been through. It's all been one big head game, one big question, right? All right, folks. It was great to catch up with you, Eli. Absolutely. Casually, unfiltered, forever. Chris, I'll get back to you later tonight or tomorrow, bro, and we'll catch up more privately behind the scenes. Coach Eli, almost 700 miles driven today. I'm done in Idaho. Going to eat, exercise, shower, and then bed. Thanks for the show, and I'll catch you all later. Thanks for being here, JRM, and everyone else. Folks, and thank you to my lady. I think I got a message from her. I saw one message in my inbox for text messages. If that's you, baby, thanks for watching. I'll get back to you after the show, and we'll talk later tonight. Have yourselves a great day. I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye-bye, and as always, be good to each other.